everyone, welcome to SJ Infinity Max. Today we are going to solve question number 3 of exercise 1.5. Previously we have completed question number 1 and question number 2 of exercise 1.5. This question number 3 is based upon prove that and show that type. Okay. Using the given data we are going to prove them the following. So this is the first question. We have if x equal to 80 square and y equal to 280, then show that x, y, d square y upon dx square plus a equal to 0. As we know that we are dealing with higher order derivative. Here we are going to find out the first order derivative first, then the second order derivative. Okay, let's start with this. You can see that x and y are parametric functions. So we are going to differentiate x and y with respect to t first, then we are going to find dy by dx. Dx by dt is equal to, since a is your constant, we find the derivative of t square, that is 2t, which is equal to 2at. Similarly for dy by dt, 2a is your constant. We are going to find the derivative of t. Derivative of t is 1. Therefore, dy by dt is equal to 2a multiplied with 1, which is equal to 2a. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to dy by dt upon dx by dt. Our dy by dt is 2a and dx by dt is 2at. So this is 2a upon 2at, which is equal to 1 upon t. So we have calculated dy by dx, which is equal to 1 upon t. Now we are going to calculate d square y upon dx square. Differentiate with respect to x. Therefore, d square y upon dx square is equal to, so this will be a composite function. So we are going to find the derivative of 1 by t, that is minus 1 upon t square multiplied with dt by dx. Similar to question number 2, we are going to reverse this, that is take it to the denominator. This is 1 upon t square minus 1 upon t square upon dx by dt. Our dx by dt is 2at. So this is minus 1 upon t square upon 2at, which is equal to minus of 1 upon t square into 1 upon 2at. Okay. So we require x, y, d square y upon dx square plus a equal to 0 in our answer. Already we have d square y upon dx square. A is present over here, but we require x and y. We are going to substitute for x and y using the given question. First let us find what is t square from this and what is t from this. Therefore, x equal to at square implies t square is equal to x upon a. Similarly, y equal to 2at implies t equal to y upon 2a. We are going to substitute for t square and t in this function. So this will become minus 1 upon t square is x by a and write 2a as it is, and for t we have y upon 2a. Cancel out 2a with 2a. So we are left with minus 1 upon x by a into 1 by y. This a can be taken to the numerator. So this becomes minus a x y. Therefore, d square y upon dx square is equal to minus a xy. Cross multiply this. So we get xy d square y upon dx square is equal to minus a. This minus a can also be taken to the LHS so that we get our answer. Therefore, xy d square y upon dx square plus a is equal to 0. Hence sure. Okay, hope you are following me. See, first we have calculated dx by dt and dy by dt. Dx by dt was 2at, dy by dt was 2a. Then we calculated dy by dx, which is equal to 1 by t. Again we are differentiating with respect to x because we are solving higher order derivative. So d square y upon dx square was minus 1 upon t square into 1 upon 2at. Now we are substituting for t square and t using x and y. From x we got t square equal to x by a, and from y we got t equal to y upon 2a. After substituting, we get xy d square y upon dx square plus a equal to 0. Hence sure. Okay. Hope you followed the problem and the solution is simple. Now we can move on to the next question. See the second question. We have if y equal to e power m tan inverse x, show that 1 plus x square d square y upon dx square plus 2x minus m dy by dx is equal to 0. From this you can understand that we have to find dy by dx and d square y upon dx square. Let us start with dy by dx. Differentiate with respect to x. We get dy by dx is equal to, this is e power m tan inverse x. The derivative will be same and multiplied with derivative of m tan inverse x. So this is e power m tan inverse x multiplied with the derivative of this m into tan inverse x will be m upon 1 plus x square. So now in place of e power m tan inverse x we can substitute y for easy calculation. So this is equal to my upon 1 plus x square. Now we can differentiate this once again with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. Now this is of the quotient form, so we are going to apply u by v rule. Therefore, d square y upon dx square is equal to 1 plus x square the whole square 1 plus x square m, derivative of y will be dy by dx minus my, derivative of 1 plus x square will be 2x. So this is your d square y upon dx square, that is 1 plus x square m dy by dx minus my 2x upon 1 plus x square the whole square. Let us simplify this. This will be m 1 plus x square dy by dx minus 2m xy upon 1 plus x square the whole square. So we cannot simplify this to get our answer easily. So we are going to use our LHS to prove this problem. When we consider LHS, it will result with 0, that is our RHS. So let us start with our LHS. So our LHS is 1 plus x square d square y upon dx square plus 2x minus m dy by dx. Let us substitute for d square y upon dx square and dy by dx. So this is 1 plus x square d square y upon dx square is this whole big term. Copy as it is. I have copied the whole term as it is. Then plus 2x minus m dy by dx is my upon 1 plus x square. Okay, from this 1 plus x square and 1 plus x square will get cancelled. Now our denominator is become same for both the calculation. So this is equal to m into 1 plus x square dy by dx minus 2m xy plus, if you multiply 2x with my, it will become 2mxy and minus m square y. The whole divided by 1 plus x square. So minus 2mxy and plus 2mxy will get cancelled. So we are left with m into 1 plus x square dy by dx minus m square y upon 1 plus x square. Okay, again we can substitute for dy by dx, that is my upon 1 plus x square. Okay, after substituting for dy by dx, we get this term. Here 1 plus x square is getting cancelled with 1 plus x square and we are left with m into my, that is m square y minus m square y will be 0. So this is 0 upon 1 plus x square, which is equal to 0, which is our RHS. Hence shown. So this type of problem becomes easier when we solve using our LHS. Let us revise this once again. So this is your question. We had y equal to e power m tan inverse x. We differentiated with respect to x first. So we got dy by dx is equal to my upon 1 plus x square. We replaced y with e power m tan inverse x. Then again we differentiated with respect to x using u upon v rule. So we got this whole big term. After that we consider our LHS, substituted for d square y upon dx square and dy by dx. So finally we got our answer as 0, that is our RHS. Hence shown. Okay. Hope the solution is clear now. Do practice it again and again to remember it very well. Okay. Now let us solve question number 3. Okay, now see the question number 3. We have x equal to cos t, y equal to e power mt. Show that 1 minus x square d square y upon dx square minus x dy by dx minus m square y equal to 0. See, I am going to use some different method for solving this problem. Let us see how it works. See here, consider x equal to cos t first. Consider x equal to cos t. From this, t will be cos inverse of x. So I am going to substitute this t in y. Therefore, our y becomes e power m cos inverse x. See, now this question has become somewhat similar to the previous question. Now we are going to differentiate this with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x first. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to e power m cos inverse x and the derivative of m cos inverse x. Since m is your constant, it will be out and the derivative of cos inverse x is minus 1 upon root 1 minus x square. So this is e power m cos inverse x into m upon minus root of 1 minus x square. So this is equal to minus m e power m cos inverse x upon 1 minus x square. For e power m cos inverse x, we can substitute y. So this is equal to minus my upon root 1 minus x square. So since we require 1 minus x square on the LHS, I am taking this to the LHS. Therefore, root 1 minus x square dy by dx is equal to minus my. Now we are going to square both sides. Squaring both sides, because we require a m square over there, so this will become 1 minus x square. We have 1 minus x square in our answer. 1 minus x square dy by dx the whole square is equal to, this will become m square y square. Now let us differentiate this again with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x again. This will be in the form u into v. So 1 minus x square into, this is something of the form x square, so the derivative will be 2x. So 2 dy by dx multiplied with derivative of dy by dx is d square y upon dx square. Plus dy by dx the whole square into derivative of 1 minus x square will be minus 2x. Which is equal to derivative of m square will be, derivative of m square y square will be m square into 2y dy by dx. Now let us collect all the terms on the LHS so that on the RHS we get a 0. Therefore, d square terms together and dy by dx terms together. You can notice that a dy by dx can be taken common from all the three terms and cancel out. Here, here and here. So this will become 1 minus x square 2 times d square y upon dx square plus dy by dx into minus 2x is equal to m square into 2y. Moreover, 2 is also common factor, so we can remove that also. So we get 1 minus x square d square y upon dx square minus x dy by dx. This m square y can be taken to the LHS, so it becomes minus m square y. Therefore, 1 minus x square d square y upon dx square minus x dy by dx minus m square y is equal to 0. Hence, shown. So in this problem, no need to go for LHS or RHS part, because using d square y upon dx square itself we are getting the answer. So let us revise this once again. So in the question we had x equal to cos t, y equal to e power mt. I have converted x equal to cos t in terms of t. So t becomes cos inverse x. This is substituted in y. So we get y equal to e power m cos inverse x. Now we are differentiating with respect to x. So we got minus my upon root 1 minus x square. This root 1 minus x square is taken to the LHS. Then we are squaring both sides. This part is very important. Okay. This step is very important. After squaring both sides, again we are differentiating with respect to x. Finally, we arrive at our answer. Hence, should. Okay. Hope it is clear. Now we can move on to the question number 4. You see question number 4. If y equal to x plus tan x, show that cos square x into d square y upon dx square minus 2y plus 2x equal to 0. So this question can be solved easily using the LHS. First we are going to find dy by dx, then d square I upon dx square. Then we can consider our LHS and show that it is equal to RHS, that is 0. Hence showed. So the solution is differentiate with respect to x first. Therefore dy by dx is equal to derivative of x is 1 and derivative of tan x is sec square x. So this is our dy by dx, which is equal to 1 plus sec square x. Again we are going to differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. Therefore d square y upon dx square is equal to derivative of 1 is 0. This x square x can be considered as x square. The derivative of x square is 2x. So this will be 2 sec x into derivative of sec x. And we know that derivative of sec x is sec x tan x. So this is 2 sec x into sec x tan x, which is equal to 2 sec square x tan x. Okay. Now consider your LHS. LHS is equal to cos square x d square y upon dx square minus 2y plus 2x. So cos square x into our d square y by dx square is 2 sec square x tan x minus 2. Our y is x plus tan x plus 2x. So this is equal to cos square x can be written as 1 upon sec square x into 2 sec square x tan x minus 2x minus 2 tan x plus 2x. 2x and 2x will get cancelled. Sec square x will get cancelled with sec square x. So we are left with 2 tan x minus 2 tan x, that will again get cancelled. So we are left with only 0. Okay. Hence showed. Hope the solution is clear. See, this is the easiest problem in question number 3. You can solve very easily using the LHS. First we have to differentiate with respect to x. Again we are going to differentiate with respect to x. We are going to differentiate twice with respect to x. Then consider LHS. It will become equal to the RHS. Hence showed. Now let us start with question number 5. So question number 5, if y equal to e power ax sin bx, show that y2 minus 2a y1 plus a square plus b square y equal to 0. See here, the y2 is nothing but d square y upon dx square and y1 is nothing but dy by dx. Okay, we are representing d square y by dx square with y2 and dy by dx with y1. So let us differentiate this with respect to x first using u into v rule. Differentiate with respect to x. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to e power ax into derivative of sin bx is cos bx into b plus sin bx into derivative of e power ax is a into e power ax. See, from this we can take e power ax common. So e power ax, this is b, we get b cos bx plus a sin bx. E power ax into b cos bx plus a sin bx. Again differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. Therefore d square y upon dx square is equal to Again we are going to use u into v rule. E power ax into, this will be b square. See, b into derivative of cos bx is minus sin bx into b. Plus a into derivative of sin bx is cos bx into b. Plus v cos bx plus a sin bx. Derivative of e power ax will be a into e power ax. So we can take e power ax common from both the term, and this will become minus b square sin bx, and this is ab cos bx, and this is ab cos bx, and this is a square sin bx. So this is a d square y upon dx square. This is equal to e power ax. Collect the cos terms together and the sin terms together. This is 2ab cos bx, and this is plus a square minus b square sin dx. So dy by dx is nothing but y1, and d square y upon dx square is nothing but y2. Now we are going to substitute in the LHS. Consider the LHS. LHS is equal to y2 minus 2a1 2ay1 plus a square plus b square into 1. This is equal to y2 is e power ax 2ab cos bx plus a square minus b square sin bx, okay, minus 2a, and your y1 is e power ax b cos bx plus a sin bx. And plus a square plus b square into y. Y is e power ax sin bx. Now let us expand this and get our RHS. So this is equal to 2ab e power ax cos bx, 2ab e power ax cos bx plus a square e power ax sin bx minus b square e power ax sin bx minus 2ab e power ax cos bx again minus 2a square e power ax sin bx plus a square e power ax sin bx plus b square e power ax sin bx. This is the expansion of LHS. Now let us see which terms are cancelling out with each other. See, 2ab e power ax cos bx is getting cancelled. Then this is a square e power ax sin bx. Again we have a square, that is 2a square plus 2a square minus a square will get cancelled with each other. Similarly, here we have minus b square term and here plus b square term. So finally all the terms are getting cancelled and we are getting RH is equal to 0, hence should. See, not a difficult question, just you need to remember some things. That is, y2 is d square I upon dx square, y1 is dy by dx. Calculate d square I upon dx square and dy by dx. Consider your LHS, just substitute the answers and get your RHS. Now let us move on to our next question number 6. Okay, now see your sixth question. If sec inverse 7x cube minus 5y cube upon 7x cube plus 5y cube is equal to m, show that d square y upon dx square is equal to 0. Okay. We have solved some sums of this type in the previous videos. Using the same method, we are going to solve this question and show that d square I upon dx square is equal to 0. Now consider sec inverse 7x cube minus 5y cube upon 7x cube plus 5y cube is equal to m. Now take this sec inverse to the RHS. Therefore it becomes sec m. So since m is your constant, sec m will again be a constant. So let us consider it to be p. Already m is present in the question, so we are considering as p. Therefore 7x cube minus 5y cube is equal to p into 7x cube plus 5y cube. Okay, we are cross multiplying this. Therefore 7x cube minus 5y cube is equal to 7p x cube plus 5p y cube. Collect x cube terms together and y cube terms together. Therefore 7x cube minus 7p x cube is equal to 5p y cube plus 5y cube. Therefore take a 7 common, 7x cube common, so we get 1 minus p. Here 5y cube common, so we get p plus 1. Therefore x cube upon y cube is equal to 5 into p plus 1 upon 7 into 1 minus p. Okay, this is again a constant, but after taking the cube root we will consider it to be another constant. Take cube root on both sides. Therefore we get x upon y is equal to 5 into p plus 1 upon 7 into 1 minus p, the whole raised to 1 upon 3 is equal to. Let this be equal to q. Now we can differentiate this again with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. Therefore y square y into 1 minus x dy by dx is equal to 0 because q is a constant. Once you simplify this, you will get dy by dx is equal to y upon x. We know that x upon y is q. Therefore we can replace this with q. How? This can be taken as 1 upon x upon y, which is equal to 1 by q. In this way 1 upon q again become a constant. So the derivative taken again will be equal to 0. So differentiate with respect to x. Therefore d square y upon dx square is equal to 0. Okay. See, up to this step it is similar to the previous questions that is solved in previous videos. But at the last we have to take differentiation once again so that we get our answer as 0. Okay, so hope you understood all the problems solved today. Totally we have 12 questions in question number 3. All the questions are lengthy and of different types. So I will be solving each and every question for you. Here we complete our today's session. In the coming video, we will solve the remaining 6 questions. Okay. Thanks for watching the video until the end. Do like, share and subscribe our channel for more videos. Take care and bye-bye.